All right, it is almost 12:30. Here we are, once again, on Minecraft. This is Blue64 with Blue Nexus Gaming, which is to say, I'm here with myself, because this is, it's just me here. It's fine. That's kind of just how I record. I slept really well, which is great news. I do have something to drink. Okay. I have some Tang. Tang, of course, invented by NASA for their astronauts. Tang was created to nourish, rehydrate, etc. However, we're here for Minecraft. We're not here to talk about NASA. I mean, we could talk about NASA. I do know a decently sizable quantity of knowledge about, space exploration and stuff. But we're not here for that today. We're here to enjoy the lovely, fancy graphics of Minecraft. There, now you can actually see through the water. That was kind of annoying how I couldn't see through the water. I kind of like seeing through the water. What was I doing? Well, I have a stack of cobblestone, so I was handling that. Let's see, how much cobblestone's in here? Full to the brim, as usual. There we go. Right. Now I remember what I was doing. I was going around filling in all of those lanterns up top. Of course. Oh, hush, zombie. You'll despawn soon enough. Zombie growled at me. I was like, I ain't having none of that. I'm having a good day today. Hopefully. How's the hopper looking? Hopper's looking empty. How's this looking? Apparently it just smelted up a bunch of stuff. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and lock the hopper so that it doesn't smelt more stuff when we're not looking. Because I want to grab that experience out of there when I get a chance. Let's put the kelp away. Put the dried kelp away. Come on. There we go. How's the stockpile looking? Let's grab some of this dried kelp. Restock the smoker. Put the dried kelp away. There we go. Yay. Do I have shears on me? I do not have shears on me. I need all the wool I can get. Which means I need to go over here, grab these shears, then run over to this sheep here, and just kind of yoink. Come on, sheepy. You're on edible grass. You're fine. Grab a snack. You'll regrow your wool. Here you go. More grass. Come on. I know you want to eat more grass. You're a sheep. Of course you want to eat more grass. I should really start carrying like named name tags just so I can have some form of preserving these sheep, because that's how you save sheep on here, is you just name them. Come on, I need one more wool. this rate, you're going to end up spawning a ram or something. Okay, well, while you ponder the existence of reality, I'm going to go grab these pumpkins. Then I'm going to start carving the pumpkins while waiting for you to eat. Because you need to eat, Mr. Sheep. Or Miss Sheep. I'm not really sure. I don't think it really matters if a sheep is male or female. I think they might both just offer decent quality wool. Oops, that was misplaced. Let's retrieve that. Actually, what am I doing jumping? I can just do this. And then I'm actually able to pillar up the back here. Since this is 5 wide, I'll just do that. There we go. Now I can collect these. Where'd that sheep go? Did the sheep wander off? There it is. And it even ate some grass. There. Now I have more carpet that I can lay down. I shall go ahead and utilize the bed so that nothing spawns on me. Don't want anything spawning on me. Yeah, they're just gonna wander around. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice. No. Apparently, I was reading the patch notes for the upcoming release of the second half of the 1.17 Minecraft version. The next release of Minecraft 1.17 apparently will patch a bug which is in the game, which will make it so that it doesn't matter what orientation the pumpkins are in when you harvest them. Apparently, if you plant a pumpkin facing north, south, east, west, up, and down, you can find that villagers will only accept certain types of pumpkins, apparently. I did not know that was a thing. I was actually growing pumpkins for their, usefulness as a light source. I didn't know that there was a glitch with pumpkins where if the pumpkin was... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Where if the pumpkin was not facing the proper direction when harvested, that the pumpkin would end up not being usable by a villager. I didn't even think that was a thing because all the pumpkins stacked together. Which tells me that perhaps the people might have done something weird in the game code. I don't really know how that works because the pumpkins are stacking normally. Like, it doesn't matter which direction I place them, from what I can tell. They seem to all stack normally. Is that sheep still around? I hope so. Yes, it is. Okay. In that case, I shall shear it once again. There we go. I'm utilizing the ability to quickly shear by just long pressing on the sheep while it has wool. As I am holding shears, that's kind of an important part of that. Because if you're holding a sword and you try that, it's going to go differently. I can tell you that. You need to have shears for that trick. As soon as this sheep eats one more time, I shall shear them right away. Just walk up, shear. There we go. Wow, I got 3 layers of wool again. Nice. Very nice. Let's craft more carpet. I will want to put the slime away before I get too carried away. However, I will do that on my ascent up the mountain. On my right, which is not much of a mountain anymore. It's now more of just an extreme hill, which is the biome I'm in. I'm in extreme hills. What was I over here for? Oh, the seeds. I'm putting the seeds in the composter, right. I'm looking at my inventory, I'm like, what am I over here for? Oh, it's adorable! Also, apparently, the way to get these guys to drop an item is you have to get them to try and ram you and miss. So he's looking at me. He's going to try and ram me, and then I'm going to try dodging out of the way because, yeah, he's staring at me. He's staring. Come on. I know you wanna. I know you wanna. Okay, that's a bug. That is an actual bug in the game. The baby ram is trying to ram the ram. He can't because they're immune to each other's damage, but they're actually trying. They are legitimately trying to push their parent there. Someone report that to Mojang, please, because that's not supposed to happen. But yeah, as you can see, the carpet is progressing nicely in the horse pen here. How is the horse holding up? Decent. It's decent. You know, I just realized I never actually went and cleared my bad omen effect. It just kind of went away on its own. I never actually cleared it. Okay. Onwards to mountaineering. Ah, yes, my llama. I forgot I had you. At least you're safe in here. Till I cut this place down. I mean, it's gonna happen. Let's be honest. It's just a matter of time. Speaking of which, it's just a matter of time until I can no longer reach this bed easily. So, as a result, I shall need to lower the bed. I forgot to put the slime away. You know what? I'm just gonna take a shortcut here. Just pop that off. Place it back in. Facing the other direction. Oh, come on. Seriously? There we go. Huh. Unusual amount of lag. Okay. That's the wrong one. I wanted this one. Put the slime away. Oh, there's actually enough for another slime block there. Since I am not sure if the pumpkin went down or up, I shall check the down, and then I shall check the up. And then I shall start clearing out the up. Because I am trying to excavate that mountaintop. Good old mountaintop mining. Do 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 do. Boop. Okay. Are there any sheep up here? There is a sheep up here. I shall try and grab its wool. I'm just going to keep trying to shear the sheep every chance I get, basically. Come on. I know you're hungry. You haven't eaten in a while. Eat the grass. Be a good little lawnmower. Yeah, if you ever need to just get rid of vast quantities of grass, use a sheep. It works. Some people swear by goats. Me, I use sheep. Also, apparently, according to some people, not myself, but according to some people, sheep are also good for keeping warm on a cold, lonely night. I personally, I prefer just a blanket. I think it works a little bit better. It doesn't move around, it's not as scratchy. Because, you know, sheep wool is, in its raw form, kind of a tangled mess. That's why they gotta basically preen the wool so much before they utilize it in any form of weaving. It's because it's just this tangled mess otherwise. That sheep is really hungry. Let's see if he eats a third time. How hungry are you? Wow, you're a little derpy, aren't you? You got eyes going both directions. Yeah, apparently he was hungry. Look at him go! Okay, I shall put the shears away. I shall place down the carpet, and then I shall go put the shears away. Go over here, place down this carpet. The carpet does not actually block the light from coming through. It only makes it so that we don't see the block beneath it, which in some cases can be handy. Maybe you got a block that you don't like. For example, El Mango doesn't like diorite. That'll help you go ahead and cover it up. If you don't want to cover it up, you can use string. However, I used all my string to make wool, and then wool into carpets. Not my best investment, but whatever. Really? It's almost nighttime already? Well, it's a good thing I'm moving this down. Okay. Also, on that note, I should probably go ahead and... Hold on. Let me place all this down, grant myself access to the crafting table, because I'm going to want to craft more tools very soon. Okay. Now, for the anvil. Huh, it didn't do the ding, or ting, or whatever. It's supposed to make the anvil sound effect when it does that. Oh, that's why it broke. Oh my. I didn't realize that damaged the anvils. Well, that's something I learned just now. I guess I need a new anvil. I didn't know it did that. Okay. I need to put away the lighting materials, which I have on my person, in order to make room for excavation materials. It seems like a lot of torches, except you have to keep in mind, I ran out of torches a few times when I was up there. So yeah, that's actually not that many torches. There we go. Now I just meander on over here. I'm still getting used to not having the auto jump enabled. However, I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. I do, however, need to remember to continue crafting enough shovels. Let me store one of those there. There we go. Craft 2 shovels. I crafted 2 shovels because I want to excavate a lot of this gravel. I'm going to excavate basically 3 blocks simultaneously. I'm excavating the 2 blocks beneath the lanterns as usual, in addition to the layer which is equal to the lanterns. Meaning I am excavating 3 layers simultaneously, because I'm just going through with a pickaxe and just carving it out all at once, instead of going through piecemeal and just, taking my time with it. Oh, this is the staircase up. I don't want to actually dig that out just yet, because if I need to get back up to the top, then I just use that, because it's a lot quicker than going inside my base. Okay. I would like to point out, I am a little disappointed in my my various amounts of ore in this mountain itself, as it's all been coal. I expected iron to be here, and there was no iron. I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but it's understandable. I mean, I think iron, if it does spawn at this height, has a much lower chance of spawning in. That was not supposed to be excavated. I just kind of went through the floor was all. But yeah, the iron, if it is at ground level, will have a much lower chance of spawning. If it spawns at all. I don't think it does. I used to think it does, but I don't think it spawns this high. I think my confusion mostly arose from the fact that I normally don't excavate anything in an extreme hills biome. The extreme hills biome is kind of the biome which I don't really like all that much. Some people, they don't like a certain block. Some people don't like a certain biome. Me, I don't like a certain biome. Because I find extreme hills to be a little difficult to navigate because of, the cliffs, the very large cliffs, which consist of the entirety of the biome. However, it is a nice biome, don't get me wrong. I just don't like it very much. Okay, now are you going to go up here, or am I going to have to go down there to you? Okay, well, that works. Now, those guys can be milked. I can get milk from these guys, which means my problems with, having or not having milk is fine. I can milk a goat. That's fine. I'm using guys in the general sense, of course. And of course, a goat, I believe, is actually the female. Or no, goat is the species definition. That's right. The male and female definitions of a goat are entirely different. They're just naming it by species instead. Okay. Now, because I'm going to be excavating here, I don't want to just randomly fall into a pit. Therefore, I'm going to excavate all of the ceiling out of this area because it's only too thick. Just 1, 2. Give it the old 1, 2. That's a boxing term, in case you were wondering. Good old Rocky Balboa. Adrian, I bit my tongue. No, I didn't bite my tongue. But that is kind of what Sylvester Stallone sounds like. He sounds like he just always bit his tongue. It's like, Mr. Stallone, do you need, something to drink, maybe? Maybe something for your mouth? No, why? Well, you sound like you bit your tongue. Oh, no, I just always sound like that. Oh, okay. It's like Casey Jones. I'm pretty sure they did they ever cast Sylvester Stallone as Casey Jones? I don't remember. At least for the voice of Casey Jones, because Stallone's a perfect fit. I'll be honest. Stallone is a perfect fit for Casey Jones. Tell you what, I shall carve out of the stone here a quick way up to the top here, since this is an otherwise useless section of stone. It will end up getting excavated rather easily. Okay, now I'm carving down to here. Wow. This is going to be a lot. I think I might need more shovels. Yeah, I'm gonna need more shovels after this. Huh. Okay, well, time to get started on just, basically scanlining my way through this mountain. Let's see, what was I discussing last when I was talking about my D&D game? I did not intend to do that. I will let the grass grow back here because this is actually getting rather close to where I want the height level. Therefore, I kind of want it to grow in. Didn't I have another shovel? I did have another shovel. There we go. Yeah. I'll actually go ahead and just clear cut on this one. That way I don't have to worry about things getting in the way as I excavate. I'm just going for, basic, straightforward excavation. Then every now and then I have to be very careful about things such as a random hole in the ground. What does this come out to? Matter of fact, where did I want to stop this? Let's see. I shall stop this over here. This is where I shall excavate to. So I shall go ahead and carve a nice little trench here so that I can just have a visual mark out of the area which I am excavating. Then this will give me a good concept of what I'm working with. I'm about to mine into rock, aren't I? Yes, I am. Yep, there it is. Called it. I could see it on the map. That's how I knew. This entire cave is probably spawnable. This trench that I just dug out, it's kind of turning into a cave because I'm going through a gigantic hill. However, every now and then I, of course, peek through to the surface because it's not a very large hill. Must be getting late. Everything's turning pink. Yep. There we go. Got the trench carved out. Now I just do some touch-ups on the trench to make sure that, it's an actual trench and not just a tunnel I carved through the ground. Dig out all the dirt and the stone that was overhead. There we go. Now we've got a trench. Now I just got to be careful of old guys telling some person named Luke to use the Force. Because, we don't need this thing blowing up. Speaking of things blowing up, I want my channel to be blowing up because that means it's popular. It's a euphemism for being a popular channel. Therefore, if you want to go ahead and hit that like button, I would be ever so appreciative, especially if you subscribe to my channel. Share the video with your friends, leave a comment, maybe tell me what you think of the video. I would love that. Someone actually left a comment on one of my videos just earlier today. Which, considering how short this day has been so far, that's actually, they almost made it in the video. They were very close. Let's see. Okay, so I want to... Where am I at over there? I am at 84. I shall excavate over here down to 82 first. Okay. I know what you're thinking. Yes, I could do this more effectively by making use of the entire reach of my character. However, I want to flatten out the hill first. That's kind of the whole point behind this whole operation that I've been doing for the last month, where I've been excavating this mountaintop, is I want to flatten the place out a little bit in order to really give myself a lot of build room. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of build room. Okay, when I build big. Don't believe me? Take a look over on the right. You'll see that gigantic 12 tall kelp farm. Okay, those things don't just build themselves. I mean, theoretically, I guess they could, but that'd be very, very tedious to have it build itself. You know, why would you do that? That's just more work for you. Instead, just make it so that the farm is, stable, and then you don't have to worry about the farm needing to get built, because it's in a stable state, you know. If it's not in a stable state, well, then you probably want to get to work on that. However, you should probably make sure you go ahead and finish watching my videos, because I have a lot of Minecraft videos. I talk about a lot of things. I've been talking about my D&D campaign lately, which has given me plenty to talk about, because, you know, I've been talking about my original character, Dragonis, which is technically, canonically in my campaign. I plan to use her to some extent. I just have to figure out where to, fit her into the plot line. I haven't really figured out the entirety of my campaign's plot line. However, my campaign is kind of all over the place anyways, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. My campaign's kind of just wild. A lot of it is free roam, meaning you can basically kind of do whatever. You get to be as creative as you want, you know. There are some quests. I recently had my players help out with a retrieval mission. They had to retrieve some stuff from the swamp. It was a day's travel each way without roads, which means they had to do survival checks the whole way, every single grid square. It was very, very encounter intensive. They didn't fight everything, but they did fight anything that was hostile. At one point, we had this lovely encounter with what seemed to be an army of goblins. I hadn't really planned out why the goblins were there. I mean, it's just rolling grasslands for the majority of the trip, which means, why is there an armada of goblins just traveling? And it's like, I don't care. I'm very stressed out after that corn maze, because they had to go through a corn maze, and, Jack Mist, being a wizard, my character being Jack Mist, Jack Mist was like, you know what? I'm a little stressed out after that corn maze. I got this fireball spell I couldn't use because I didn't want to, destroy the farmer's crops, because it was a corn maze. And of course, I have more than one corn maze available, but the primary enemy in the corn maze was scarecrows, which I thought was going to be like a really deadly encounter because there were a lot of scarecrows. And then I had it where, you know, if you made too much noise, the scarecrows would all just kind of swarm you, which was actually a very good idea to a degree, because it allowed me to just constantly hammer the players with more damage, more damage, more damage. You know, more enemies to take out, more enemies to take out, until finally they made their way all the way through the maze, and then they cleared it out. They managed to you know, here's a bit of a spoiler. They managed to clear out all of the enemies, which I guess it would be like a mid-boss of the big bad evil guy. The arch minion, as it were. Which was a female character. She had gone... This arch minion had gone through this corn maze and was like, "Oh yeah, I'll help you with your crops. I'll make sure they're nice and safe. You know, ain't no wild animals gonna bother your crops." What she did was she animated all of the scarecrows to life and just told them, "Kill everything that enters this corn maze." Very simple instructions with a very, very fatal flaw. They kill everything that enters the corn maze, which includes the farmer. So the farmer was scared to enter the corn maze because all he was doing is he would go in every now and then and he'd be like, there's a bunch of dead animals here. You know, and eventually he realized, oh, hey, what do you know? The animals started avoiding the corn maze. I guess it worked. Whatever it was. But, you know, every now and then he'd wander into the corn maze to check on it, you know, water the crops and everything, and he'd find just blood. No body, just blood. And it's like, well, that's not normal. It's like, no, it's not. What was happening was the scarecrows were just murdering things that wandered in at night. Thing is, you know, it was getting towards evening and he was getting ready to harvest the crops, and he was afraid to go into the corn maze because he'd come back in the morning and he'd find blood, and he's like, well, things keep dying overnight that wander into the maze. I'm here and it's evening and I'm harvesting the crops, but like I gotta like finish harvesting these crops. Winter's coming. It's already pretty late in the season. I need to get this done. You know, I need someone to go in, figure out what the heck that lady did, and just, you know, fix whatever murderous intent thing is there so that it doesn't kill me. I don't want to be at risk when I'm harvesting my crops. Very straightforward quest. Found him in the middle of nowhere. Makes sense, you know? Because they're near a merchant town, which is good, but the merchants still need food. Like, the locals themselves still need food. You know, it's not just all traveling merchants. There are actual residents in the town, you know? So, as a result, the players had to go in, fix the guy's farm fields for him. They helped him out. They did good. But they just ended up getting hammered over and over by scarecrows, not skeletons. They just kept getting hammered over and over by scarecrows. Really? That was the goat, right? Yeah, okay. And as a result, even the strongest of them was sitting there. It was the paladin with a belt of storm giant strength. and a great sword. Belt of Storm Giant strength and a great sword. You can do the math on that. Yes, he was just tearing through everything. You know, very straightforward. Anyway, he found himself quite heavily injured. He was pretty much almost out of his lay on hands ability. He almost ran out of his ability to heal himself and or others. You know, he burned through all of his spell slots. It was amazing. You know, he did great, but he burned through all of his resources to get to that point to where he was able to, you know, say, okay, I cleared out your issue. You had some murderous scarecrows there, but we got them cleared out and taken care of. He didn't have anything left in him that he could use to, you know, heal someone if they got hurt. Fortunately, we have a bunch of healing potions, which is going to come in handy in this whole apocalypse scenario. Unfortunately, it's an apocalypse scenario, so there really is no winning. It's just an endurance game to see how long we last at this point. I kind of wish it wasn't like that, because, you know, I would have wanted the resources to be used in a better manner, in a better method. I have a lot of dirt, my lord. I'm going to need more storage chests, more barrels. I'm going to need dirt storage. Well, I have this one, but this one's going to fill up really fast at this rate, because there's a lot to dig out over there. Then let's see, I need to go plant this flower in the appropriate location. In the words of Monty Python, the quest for the Holy Grail, run away, run away. There we go. Okay. If you're wondering why I picked this specific spot, it's because it lines up with this lantern here. And then I just kind of clear cut all the way over because, well, that's where I'm stopping, is the waterfront. Therefore, I just needed to clear out all of this. And as you can see, this hill looks a lot better. Like, oh my lord. It's so much better not having that massive chunk right there in the middle of that view. And that is an amazing view right there. That's a very majestic vista. Naturally generated, by the way, in the previous 1.16. Whatever version of Minecraft. Oh, right, I need shovels. I got ready to start digging, and it's like, wait, where's my shovel? It's not on my hotbar. And it's like, did you ever make one? No, that would be why I don't have a shovel. Okay, I need to go make shovels. Yep. Actually, before I make the shovels, I'm going to make some twigs. Now I shall make shovels. I'll make one more. There we go. Okay. Now, onwards. On Dancer, on Prancer, on Blitzen. Blitzen, stop being blitzed. Well, I tried. What happened? Blitzen got the football again, and then he got blitzed. Sir, is that why you named him Blitzen? Maybe. Yeah, the scarecrows were definitely a nice touch. I liked it. The players liked it. They found it very unusual. It was not a normal encounter. They liked that because they're all decently veteran by this point. You know, decently veteran players. A lot of them have multiple D&D games that they attend over the course of the week. And since mine are just every Friday, they kind of are a little bit more experienced nowadays than they were when they started. However, me, I just have the one campaign, the one game a week. Right. I was digging out of this layer. Looks like I'm doing the skimming method then. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah. Back to the topic of Dragonus, my original D&D character, my first D&D character. Dragonus was, you know, she was definitely quite the gifted troublemaker. She purchased a triple shot ballista to arm the tiny little fishing boat that she had enlisted passage upon. Tell you what, I'm going to stop the grass from growing past this point for now. Just to give myself a little bit of breathing room here. Actually, I can go ahead and just path block all the way out to the trench, can't I? I can even path block the trench. There's an idea. I'll path block the trench. Okay. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna just chew through a lot of cobblestone. And of course, all the way down here is fine. Because, you know, this is the height I actually want it at. However, all of the blocks up above are going to get path blocks. Or just excavated, either or. Both work. Can I hit that one? I can. About over there. Oh, I accidentally turned. There we go. Yeah, so you can see how the animals tend to get attracted to the grass, especially the sheep. As a result, the sheep kind of get in the way a little bit, as do Endermen. Come on. I can see the grass there. There it is. Oh, he's got a trident. Okay. Time to pull out the sword. Where'd he go? Nope. Where'd you go? Right below me. Okay. Yeah. Got him. Did he drop it? I can't tell. Did he drop anything? I think he just dropped experience. Well, that then is a truly rare event. Normally they drop at least rotten flesh. Yeah. As you can see on the map, I am navigating my way back to the base. Ever so slowly. Let's see, I believe the staircase was right around here somewhere. There it is. It's real easy to spot. Just look for the only section that is just a diagonal carved path, complete with path blocks. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doo. Okay. How's the resources looking? Decent. Very decent. Move the sticks to the correct position. I can put the dirt away now. You can go there, and then you just spread out. Okay. Nope, not night yet. Not that I would notice, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna carve out all of this. Now that I've actually flattened out this hill, I can quickly and easily just carve through, not needing to worry about things like overhanging sections that are above me. Instead, I just gotta worry about monsters that are above me. And the nighttime. Gotta worry about nighttime. But I'm pretty sure if it does get to be nighttime, that I will notice that it's nighttime. Let's see. Anyway, Dragonus was, decently intelligent individual. Strength was her dump stat, followed by Constitution. She was not very durable. She was the squishy type. Her concentration wasn't the best. However, she was very, very charismatic. Charisma was her primary stat, in fact. Okay. Let's go ahead and stagger this.